All right, all right. Gonna start off by saying all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS. That's for teaching this truth, nothing but the truth. Shalom to you, Akim, that's believing in this truth, pushing truth through the four winds of the earth. Shalom to you, very few Akwaf that's listening and learning. It's your brother Amath out of Jacksonville, Florida. As you see, it says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right? That comes from 2 Corinthians. Matter of fact, I put it up here. Change this verse. So 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Right? So, we're not ignorant of, Esau and his tactics and, his little plots and stuff that he's getting ready to, do. Because, reason why I'm saying that, let's put this in on the screen. Let me see, where is it? Let's get this. It says right here, WEF, the World Economic Forum. That's what that stands for. But it says insider admits disease X will be final solutions to the population of, you see that, 6 billion souls. So this is, Lord willing. Remember, this year got coined Jacob's trouble through the spirit from our elder apostle Tahar. But knowing, that, hey, we're coming in these times, man. We can't stress it enough, man. We can't say it enough. We're coming into hard times, man. And this is back out there on the news front. Now it says the WEF and the Bill Gates funded World Health Organization are joining forces to prime disease X. See, their final push for the pandemic. This is their final. See, their final push. This how. Hey, this is gonna be that one that, remember, Bill Gates said that it will get our attention. It will get our attention. It's gonna hit like a mob burn. It's going people gonna drop. It says, for the pandemic treaty, which will strip the nations of the world of their sovereignty and officially sign them up to the New World Order's global government. See, so that's what they're pushing for. For those who have been paying attention, the emergence of disease X closely mirrors the shadowy origins of the COVID pandemic, with Bill Gates and the WHO holding tape top exercise the mainstream media dismantling fake news and Klaus Schwab pontificating about casualties. I don't know why I'm tongue tied today. I hate when I get like that. But hey, they're pushing this, man. They're pushing that new world order. They want everybody under their rulership. And they got this 2030 agenda, but through the spirit, it ain't gonna be no 2030. It's not gonna be no 2030. Now, remember, Bill Gates said this, that the next one will get our attention. Here's your proof. Let me get it. Hey, and this is for education purposes only. I get no type of paid or anything for playing this quick video. This is just for education purposes only. Got to say that on YouTube, because if you don't, they like to strike these videos. But let's play the small clip. He did say it.
The next one, that I'd say is will get attention this time.
Right there. So the next one will get our attention this time. Well, Lord willing, is that disease X. because hey man, they want to depopulate the earth. They saying they're saying that it's too many people on the planet. They want to depopulate. You know, Kill Gates did what was that? This was years ago, where he said he wanted to depopulate through the V. Y'all know what the V is. You should know what the V is. A lot of people wouldn't go take the V, the dragon breath. So anyway, they want to depopulate through the V. So there's your proof. Go back. You can watch him, but he did say it. So now, let me get this video. Play. It's 10 minutes and 33 seconds. So let's play this.
Welcome to this talk, Saturday the 13th of January. Now, I want to be talking about disease X in a minute from a small radio station in Switzerland called Radio Davos, I think it was. More on that shortly, but a bit of a disappointment first. This is from the UK COVID inquiry. And unfortunately, the public hearings for the inquiry's fourth investigation into vaccines and therapeutics module will be rescheduled. The hearings were provisionally scheduled to take place in the summer of 2024. They will now take place at a later date.
See? So it was supposed to be a hearing about what, right? Now they got to push it back for the fourth time because it was supposed to take place in so-called this year here, right? Around the summertime. Now they got to push it back to further notice. Why? They about to get ready to make their moves, man. Hey, this is what the brothers are been for, starting from the elders and apostles GMS, right? And the brothers on down, right? And the Phillies, hey, been pushing, man. Been pushing, telling you, hey, night is near.
And then there's some rationale given there, which you may choose to accept or not, to enable organisations to prioritise providing evidence for the inquiry's third investigation into the impact of the pandemic on healthcare.
By the way, I didn't say it, but this is Dr. John Campbell. You can go and subscribe to his channel. He does a lot of videos on the news and stuff like that. But back to it.
Would have thought they knew what order this was in before they did this, but never mind. That's what they've said. This is from the site here. This is from Baroness Hallett, who's the chair of the inquiry. I know that the postponement of these hearings will be a disappointment for some. Yes, it will. And I think there's a degree of urgency, as I'll point out. I want to ensure our hearings in 2024 are as effective as possible. Yes. And I recognise the increasing pressure on organisations to respond to requests and provide information to the inquiry. Now, I would have thought they'd known that when they scheduled the inquiry at the first place. Maybe they've had to reschedule this because there was some new information came to light. We're basically not told, which is disappointing. But we are.
Hey, we're not stupid. We know why they rescheduled. Esau want to get all his ducks in a row. So when he make that move, it ain't no coming back. He not gonna spare nobody. When he makes his move, that's why you got them UN troops here, man. When Esau makes his move, that's gonna be it for 2/3.
Are assured it's going to be finished by the summer of 2026. So let's hope there is time to squeeze in.
That's his so-called finished by 2026. They gonna have this hearing done, as far as with the COVID.
This rather important module, because it's not on as scheduled, unfortunately. So I had been genuinely looking forward to that, and it's pretty disappointing that is now being delayed. Now, I want to give you something from the Mail Online now that I'm just hoping they don't know more than we do about it, because they actually say COVID inquiry's probe into vaccines is delayed indefinitely. Indefinitely, they're saying. Well, let's hope that's not the case. As chair admits, postponement will be a disappointment for some. Yes. Hearing for the fourth module of this is from the Mail Online now. Hearing of the fourth module of the official inquiry to be what it was set of the official inquiry were set to begin this summer. A long-awaited probe into the development of COVID vaccines and drugs was today postponed, and again they say indefinitely here. So Let's hope this is not the case. Baroness Hallett says, I know the postponement will be a disappointment. I wish to reassure you that we will hold these hearings as soon as possible. Good, we'll look out for it. But we're still going to be finished by the summer of 2026. So let's hope there's time. Now, this inquiry has cost you and me, the proletariat, the plebeians, so far it's cost us 145 million. Quite incredible. Now, I'm going to talk about disease X in a minute, but just before we do that, this is just a completely unrelated article I was reading in the Guardian newspaper from November 2022. This is Paul Burrell, who was a royal butler. And Paul Burrell reported a conversation with Her Majesty the Queen prior to her sad recent departure. And Paul Burrell reports that the Queen said this, Queen Elizabeth said this, there are powers at work in this country about which we have no knowledge. So it looks like there are powers at work, but we don't know what they are. So in Donald Rumsfeld terms, this would be a known unknowns, I guess. Now, I want to talk now about disease X, which is on this website here. This is the World Economic Forum site, as far as I can derive. Disease X, this is how we should prepare for the next big virus. Wow. So this, you can listen to it here or you can read it there. It's all very easy to understand while being rather difficult to understand. Now, disease X, I've been teaching this sort of thing pretty well full time since 1990. I know I've been a clinical nurse since 1975 when I was a first year student. And I'd never heard of this disease X. So I looked at some of my books because when I wrote my book, I couldn't remember putting it in. So it wasn't in there, but I could easily miss it, couldn't I? So I did check in Rubens' Pathology. These are the definitive texts. Couldn't see it in there either. So I checked in Guyton and Hall, superb physiology book. Not in there either. Porth's Pathophysiology. No, not in there either. It's a fairly thick book. You think it could be in there somewhere. You get the idea. Not in that one. Can hardly pick this one up. Pathophysiology. All these standard textbooks. Not in there. So it must be a new disease. Can't say I like the sound of a new disease. We've had a new disease already, haven't we? Anyway, this is just, I want to give you some highlights from the Radio Davos talk. Disease X is looming. The world needs to be better prepared to tackle a future pandemic. And you'll see here that the text is from the World Economic Forum site. They go on to say, by mapping viruses with the potential to become the next disease X, the global health community and governments, governments can be more responsive the next time a pandemic looms. Looks like they're anticipating another pandemic here. Global collaboration and adequate funding are needed to improve pandemic preparedness and ensure fast action to keep a viral outbreak at bay. It says you can get a long way being able to produce something. Not quite sure what's being produced, but you can produce something or other that will target a novel virus before that virus even emerges. I assume here they're referring to repurposed drugs, which could be rolled out very quickly and very cheaply, and may be efficacious against a range of conditions. Maybe that's what they mean. But anyway, they're going to produce something. Can't read too much into that. All they say is something. Could even mean a vaccine. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is. Another one of them dragon breaths. That's what it is. You know, I didn't want to play too much of it, but that's what it is. Another one of them dragon breaths. Hey, Shalom, Mosh. Shalom, Mop. Shalom. Y'all Bashian Shah Brakatah. Subscribe to this brother channel. He does edifying videos. But that's what it is, man. We're not stupid. Now, I remember, I think it was back in like 2022, or maybe it was 2021, where he was talking about they wanted to put that dragon breath, that dragon breath in the food, but really couldn't find it. Let me see. It says, is Bill Gates injecting mRNA vaccines into the food supply? There is no evidence of, what, being given to livestock anywhere in the world, nor are any, what, approved to give to livestock. But right, it says what what are usually used on livestock. There are a number of regularly given to chicken and livestock being raised for consumption to combat a host of viruses. These, can be grouped into two main categories, right? So I bought this out to show you that, yeah, they're not going to come out and tell you, right? But we're not stupid. So we already know, guess what? That's that the dragon breath could be in the food. It's in the food, right? Now, hold on. I got another video. I'm gonna play this video. Let's get this video.
There's this company that was funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. They released 50,000 genetically modified mosquitoes. For what purpose? I don't know. But now, for the first time in 20 years, malaria has entered Florida.
Hey, malaria. The conspiracy is the new mosquitoes that he introduced were supposed to kill mosquitoes that carried malaria.
And since they released these mosquitoes, so far from what I know, there's been 5 cases of malaria. 4 in Florida and 1 in Texas.
A swing and a miss, Bill. A swing and a miss.
Stop messing with the...
You see? Now, remember that article came out about the mosquitoes being released everywhere. I think this was last year sometime. So like last year sometime. Now, let me get this. Play this. Play this video. So you'll know what they were doing.
Hi, I'm Scott O'Neill here in Medellin, Colombia today, and I'm at the world's biggest mosquito factory for the World Mosquito Program. We're making in here 30 million mosquitoes a week. Come and have a look. We're doing it for a very serious reason. Cities like Medellin have suffered from diseases like dengue, Zika, chikungunya for decades, but not anymore. We've been able to bring the solution of Wolbachia mosquitoes to this city. When this bacteria called Wolbachia gets introduced into the mosquito, it stops their ability to transmit dengue. We release mosquitoes that have Wolbachia, and then they go and mate, and Wolbachia gets passed into the wild mosquito population. If we're going to control these diseases in all the tropical cities of the world, it's going to require a lot of mosquitoes. The mosquito life cycle starts with the egg, and in this room, we've got a lot of eggs. Each one of these strips, these tiny black dots, are up to 10,000 mosquito eggs. Across all of these strips, about 1.5 million dried eggs waiting to hatch. In this tray, we've got the newly hatched eggs. They're little larvae, so small you can hardly see them. They're going to sit in here for a few days and eat and get bigger until they look like these ones over here. They're starting to turn into pupae. We're wanting to do the next step of sorting the males from the females. We want to do that so we can manipulate the sex ratio in the cages to be more female than male. The bottom ones along here.
See, every time they put their hands on something, it's just for evil, man. Just to manipulate. None of this would be going on if they would just take their hands off everything, man. Stop touching shit. Want to manipulate every damn thing.
Here are the boys, and the ones at the top are the girls. They're bigger. From here, they're going into the adult cages. We have adults that we continuously grow in what we call our brood stock. And then over here, we have the mass-produced mosquitoes getting ready to give us the eggs to go out directly into the field. It's crazy how they sound. You might wonder, what do we feed all these mosquitoes here? Well, I can tell you, we've got the good stuff in here. On the top shelf.
Hey, so you see that blood. Now, yeah, that could be animal's blood, but then again, that could be, hey, Jake's blood as well. You know they got them donate centers where you go donate your blood. What do you think they doing all this stuff for, man? All this stuff is it's already being set up. It's set up.
Literally, we've got the blood. They love it. Once the mosquitoes are grown, they're ready to go out into the field. The first way is to get the eggs and package them in a gelatin capsule with food. Voila. There's 300 eggs in here and enough food for the mosquitoes to be able to grow. They just need to be dropped in water. The other approach is to take the adults themselves.
Look at this.
Here we have 300 and they can be released off the back of a motorbike. Or even packaged into a drone for aerial release. Over half the world's population is currently suffering or at risk of contracting these diseases. We have a solution, and our goal is to scale and deliver it to communities around the world that need it.
Crazy, man. That's crazy. But this is what they doing, man. So, hey, this is what they doing, man. Now, they doing all that for what reason? Let's get this. Let's read this. Then you got this in the news as well. You got this back on paper. If you don't know, once again, the Rule 2.13. Now, I got passed in New York, but it's going to be, Lord willing, it's going to be passed all over, Lord willing. It says the Rule 2.13, isolations and quarantines procedures. What does this mean? The state can now force anyone, that's in all caps, anyone into quarantine for any reason, as this is not limited to the you know what. So it's not limited to just that. You can have a headache, you can be cough, whatever it is. Anyone, right? The government now have legal authority to remove residents from their homes and force them into what? Quarantine camps. There is no age restriction. Children could be forced. Children could be removed from their homes without parental consent. See, they do not need to warn citizens when they are coming or how long they must quarantine. See, hey, don't the scripture say he gonna come as a thief in the night? To who? To those who ain't watching. So I'm playing all these videos, just putting it in, rounding it in your mind. All this stuff is set up. The elders and apostles, the brothers say it all the time. This stuff is already been set up. Because remember, it's written about in the scriptures, man. It's already written about. So you got to understand these things, man. These things are written about. Then they push back the court dates for the hearing for, the vax. They were supposed to have a hearing this year about it. It's the fourth time, as that article that he was reading, they done pushed it off. Why? Because they about to make a move, man. So let's get some precepts. But they about to make a move. They about to make a move. Let's get this. This is Zechariah 14:1. And the Good News Translation says, the day when the Lord will sit in judgment is near. It says, then Jerusalem, Jerusalem is a people before it was a place, right? Then Jerusalem will be looted, and the loot will be divided up before your eyes. The Lord will bring all the nations together to make war on who? Didn't he tell you that, his judgment is going to start at the house of Israel? That's First Peter 4:17. Didn't he tell you that? It says the cities will be taken, the houses looted, and the woman, you see that? The woman going to be what? You see this word right here. I highlight it. The woman going to be what? Then it says half of the people will go into exile, but the rest of them will not be taken away from the city. Right. See, this is what's getting ready to come. That's why they got them UN troops here. Then you got the borders. You got all them migrants coming in through the borders. A lot of them are Jakes. And they're coming here for what? To get that final judgment. because they've been over there and they see Mexico, all that, worshiping those false idols, Jesus Christos, you get what I'm saying? Jesus Christ, you know, doing, you know, worshiping you know, these false idols and stuff like that, calling on these false names, you know, touching the dead, and you know, all them little holidays they have over there, man. A lot of them coming over here to receive judgment. That's what's about to happen. And then it says, hey, you see, it says, hey, women, hey, that's why we tell you women, man, we can't stress it to you. That's why we really don't even really get bothered when you run your mouth, because you don't understand how much trouble you in. You really don't understand how much trouble you are in from Yahweh Shem Shai. What you have done, because you have helped push Esau's kingdom, his queendom. You have been a big help in his queendom, man, and manipulating Jakes. You women are in big trouble, man. You just really don't understand. If you a 2/3 woman, you outside the truth, you in trouble. Let's get this next precept. This is 2nd Ezra 16. This is in the Good News translation to it. I'm sorry, 27. It says, and the person will long to see the face of another human being, or even to hear another person's voice. Yeah, this is going into during that time, man. When they make their move and they come taking people and their children out of their houses, going to them quarantine camps, a lot of them people ain't coming back. They're not coming back, man. The only way they're going to be able to leave is they're going to have to accept that MOTB. That's it. It says only 10, because you remember what I read in the what was that? Where I read it at? It's in the Rule 2.13. Matter of fact, I'll read this and then we'll go back to it. Start back at 27. It says, and a person will long to see the face of another human being, or even to hear another person's voice. Only 10 will be left out of its whole city, and in the countryside, only 2 who have hidden in the forest or in caves. When the olive grove is harvested, 3 or 4 olives may be left on each tree. When the grapes in a vineyard are picked, a few bunches may be left, even by those who look carefully. That is how it will be in those days. 3 or 4 will be missed. 3 or 4 will be missed by the soldiers who search through the houses to kill everyone. See, so 2 or 3 are going to be missed. Now, those 2 or 3, Lord willing, those are going to be the hopeful elect. They're going to be missed by the soldiers. What soldiers? The UN soldiers. They're here already, man. Go watch videos what's taking place in New York. Them UN soldiers, they're being trained to not have no emotions, to just kill on sight. You don't do what they ask you, and they only gonna say it once, and that's it. It ain't gonna be no like now, like with the cops, you be trying to sit there and argue and debate with them. No, you either gonna do what they tell you, or you gonna be put down. And for a lot of them, they're gonna have fun, because remember, it's martial law. It's gonna be so much going on. So a lot of them UN soldiers, they ain't never had women, ain't never touched a woman, who had desires to, have a group of women. What do you think they about to do to a lot of you women? You women that's with your BBL surgeries and your chest surgeries and your facials, your face lifts. What do you think they about to do to you? All because you're not happy with yourself. You're not happy the way that Yahweh Shem Shai designed you. What do you think they about to do with you loudmouth women? You whores that like to be out late at night. That's how I'm telling you, man. It's about to be serious out here. Bloodbath. It's about to be a bloodbath out here, man. Let's get this next one. This is 2nd Ezra 15:17, the Good News translation. There will no longer be free access to the cities, because the struggle for power will bring destruction. See, that's the whole reason. You're not going to be able to go into all these other cities. You know how you see people now, what they're doing? They get to go to North Carolina or Chicago or go to New York or LA. All that's about to stop. all that going on, you're taking a plane over to other, cities and countries, all that's about to stop. Going on cruise ships, all that's coming to an end. It says there will be no longer be free access to the cities because the struggle. Who struggle? Esau struggle. It's their struggle for power because they wanna impregnate it. Let's put it that way. Implant. They want you married to them through their MOTB. They want to put that on everyone, but they're not gonna put that on everyone. They're not gonna put that on 1/3. They're not gonna put that on the elect. It says for struggle for power will bring destructions, terror, and total confusion wherever people live. That's what they're coming to do. That's exactly what they're coming to do. Let me get this one too. It's another one in Luke. Lord willing, this is edifying. It says Luke 19:43-44. For the day shall come upon thee that thy enemy shall cast a trench about thee and compass thee round and keep thee in on every side. This is the time we're coming into. All that you can just walk out of your houses, especially you women, but just walk out of your house at in the middle of the night, 2:00 in the morning, going to clubs, going to bars, hookah lounge. All that's coming to an end, man. Want to go out and be a hoe, early in the morning. All that's coming to an end, man. It says, and shall lay thee even with the ground, and thy children within thee, and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knowest not the time of thy vision. See, didn't the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge reveal stability of the times? Now, guess what? You're gonna have children's getting martyred to the ground, man. Children not off the boards either. How about you not a respected person, man? Let me get this in a Good News translation. Just to see what it's saying. This is the times we coming into. It says the time will come when your enemies will surround you with barricades. See? Yeah. Because they're going to block off everything. They're going to block these highways off. They're going to block these streets. They're going to shut it all down. Trust and believe. Because they want full control. They want to know what's going on. Remember, in their heads, they want to be Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. That's what they want to be. They want to be in full control. They want to know everything and how everything is moving. It says, with barricades, blockades, you and close in on you from every side. They will completely destroy you and the people within your walls. See, not a single stone will they leave in this place because you did not recognize the time when God came to save you. See, these are times we're coming into, man. Beautiful times. Because we read this and we're the water Habashian Shah for the understanding to even know what this stuff is at, right? Through the elders and apostles and the brothers, right? But the water Habashian Shah, because remember, can't stress it enough. All this have to happen, man. All this have to happen. Let me get another one here. I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. See, there's going to be many more that's going to perish on this end, that's going to be saved. Why? Because they forsaken the law. They forsaken Yahweh Shah first and foremost, and they've forsaken his law, his ways. And even though the laws, statutes, commandments can't save you, but you ain't try to do no type of rehearsing. You didn't try to use your body as a living sacrifice because you knew that you sinned and you went off. And the scriptures is talking to us. That's why it's going to be many more killed than, saved, man. 2/3 is a way bigger number than 1/3. Let me get some of these what the brother put on here. Ecclesiasticus 12:17. If adversary come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and thou he pretended to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Yeah, because you got that precept. You got that precept in Proverbs 4:16 that it says, "Hey, he don't go to bed until he get you in a trap. Until when he don't sleep unless he put jakes and traps, man. Period. He's always trying to set traps for jakes." And 2/3 they bite into the bait every time, man. They bite into the bait. every time. It says Ecclesiasticus, Book of Sirach 12:10. Never trust thy enemy, for like as an iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right? See, like iron rust, so is his wickedness. It rusteth. Never trust him. But 2/3 gonna walk right into that. You know what? Because they're gonna be scared losing their houses. They're gonna be scared losing their family members, their children. That's why they're gonna give in to Esau's new world order. They're gonna accept Esau as their God, as their Lord and Savior. They're gonna accept Esau's ways. Trust me. They're gonna accept it. And the brother put it up too. Yeah, Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not. See, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. Right. Which goes into the same thing as that Micah 2:1. They don't sleep. While you sleep in their beds, they thinking of ways to trap and camp all around you to get you under their rulership, to get you put to death, to get you eaten out of their hands. This is all Esau think about, man. All day, all night, man. Proverbs 4:17. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. See, they eat the bread of wickedness and they drink the wine of violence. That's their nature. The Edomites, the so-called white men, that's their nature. They eat the bread of wickedness and they drink the wine of violence. And I actually had this one too. It says, Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down into you, having great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. And this is the time that we're coming into. See, Esau know he got a short time. Now he pushing off hearings. He pushing off everything. Hey, the scriptures say this too. I'm gonna get this one. Let me get this one. This why he knows what time it is, man. I'm gonna get this one too. 2nd Ezra 16:71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear who? Yahweh Shem Shai. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. They're gonna spare nobody. When Esau make his move, trust and believe. All this stuff is being set up. They're not sparing nobody. All that we are the world, we are the children bullshit, that's coming to an end. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know that's coming to an end. When they make their move, that's it. The scriptures go into the judgments are not going to slack. And the reason why he's coming down with great wrath, because he know that his time is short. So he's going to be so quick to do what he's got to do, because he already know that his time, the minute Esau makes his move, the white man make his move, he know, hey, it could be a month, it could be weeks, it could be days. The minute he makes the MOTB, World War III kick out, he already know his time is short. He already know his time is short. And he already know he gonna be out of them. You know? So these are the times that we're coming into, man. Precious times, man. That's why, hey, the brother Nahaya said all the time at camp, hey, if you understand this truth, hey, understand that, hey, man, every day is a beautiful day to be a Hebrew Israelite. Because, hey, we getting ready to go home, man. And Yahweh Shem Shai is near. Yeah, Yahweh Shai is near, and he's coming, man. Yahweh Shai is near, he's coming, and he's coming to put away these heathen nations, coming, hey, kill them, and some of them going, and a lot of them are going into captivity up under the 144,000, right? In the remnant, right? And then you got 2/3 of us, hey, he gonna be putting to death too. Laser beams shooting from the chariots. Then, hey, can't forget about the missiles. Can't forget about the thermonuclear missiles, the ICBMs, IBCUs, if I'm saying it right. Can't forget about that either, man. He gonna judge every man according to their works. He gonna judge every man to their face, man. Let's go flash up there in the forefront what you've been doing for Yahweh Shem Shai in the times we're coming into. Everybody's about to be called out. Everybody's dress is about to be lifted up. And only in that day is going to show who's been serving Yahweh Shem Shai and who haven't. Those are times we're coming into. So Lord willing, you brothers and sisters was edified. I pray this was an edifying video. May the blessing and lesson be upon your household. hey, at least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So, Shalom.